Hi everyone, today I will present my assignment about the fundamental of computer network. And in this assignment, we have two members. One is me, Weng Yoke, and my team member, Yan Jun. And in this network design, it is required to design the subnet table, the subnet network to each of the location. The first is the location A, and the location B that's away from the location A 100 meters, and the location C away from location A 500 meters. Required to create the subnet to each of the department, like the administrative department have their own subnet, and the account department have their own subnet. But in the location C, they is required to use the one subnet, and we are required to calculate the growth of 20% of each of the location of the host. Next, the network design table that we design for this network, and we have the department about this intermediary device that we use to all of the department is the router PT, because it's required to use local area network, that we only use the one of the router PT to connect each of the department and the classroom with the switch PT inside each of the department. And right now I will show the network design topology about we design in the Cisco packet tracer. In this network topology, we have in location A, we have the administrative department, register student administration department, and the account department. In the administrative department, we have two of the switch inside the department. One of the switch is connect 5 of the PC, and one of the switch is connect the server, laptop, printer, and the router. Each of the switch can support to 24 port to connect in one of the switch. If in the future the department is required to add more and more of the end device, they can connect more of the switch or the end device to use in their department. Inside the register student department, also same design with the administrative department, and only the account department that is used the only one of the switch, because in this account department there is required of 20 hosts in the only one of account department, and the only one the switch is connected to the router and the each of the end device. Next, we will looking for the location B. The location B is away from the location A 100 meters, and we design like this one is to more clearly to see the distance about two locations. And the next of the location B, we have the IT resources centers, library, and the science laboratory. In the IT resources center, we also use the concept of the administrative department. We use the two of the switch. One of the switch is connected PC end device, and one of the switch is connected laptop, server, and the printer. In the library and the science laboratory, we also use the same concept in the IT resources center to design the network topology inside these two of the facility. And now we're looking for the location C. The location C is away from the location A 500 meters. And inside the location C, we have the 12 tutorial classroom, audio, visual room, art room, and music room. Inside the location C, we use the only one switch to connect the router, and the other 4 of the switch to connect in each classroom and the room. Inside the classroom and the other room, we have their only one server separate in each of the room. And when we use the switch to switch connection inside the location C, is to reduce the burden of the switch that connect to the router. If we just use if we just use one of the switch to connect all of the end device and the router, it maybe will cause the heavy burden to the only one switch inside the location C. And next, I will present about the subnet table that we design for each department. And inside the location A, we use the class C of the IP address. And inside the administrative department, we have to calculate the number of hosts that include growth of 20%. This because the question is require us to include the growth of 20% to each of the department. The subnet mask in prefix length in the class C is 24, and 24 plus 2, and we get 26. And also the prefix length of 26, it will become the custom subnet mask that is 255.255.255.192. Can set the subnet address to each of the department. First, we use the first of the 192.168.0.0 as the first of the subnet address to the administrative department, and the first usable host address and the last usable host address. This is the host address that can be used to the administrative department to assign the IP address to each of the intermediary device. And the location B and location C, we use the class B IP address that's 172.16.0.0. And the so on of the department also using the same calculation inside the IT Resources Center. And now I will pass my turn to Yan Jun.
Thank you, Weng Yoke. So next section for our presentation is addressing table. So you can see this is the departments of departments that connected using the routers name router 1. So for interface, we use the Giga Internet starting from 0 to 6, which because it is faster than the fast internet. So for IP address, we can calculate from the Subnet table that are presented by Weng Yoke before. So for MAC address, this is we can get it when we are creating the design from the packet tracer, the Cisco packet tracer. So for subnet mask, we can get it from the subnet table, which is the subnet mask prefix links. And for default gateways, it's none for routers because router is the main connections which every department's switch and also device will connect to this router only. So next is location A, administrative departments. So this is all the device that we use from these administrative departments, which is switch, PC, server, laptop, and also printer. And this is the interface that we use, which is virtual LANs for switch 1 and switch 2, network interface cards for the device. So for IP address, we can calculate from the subnet table. And for MAC address, which is created by the system when we are creating the design for the Cisco packet tracer. So for subnet mask and default gateway, we can get it from the router table just now. And default gateways is important, which we can only fill in for the specific departments. For example, administrative departments, we can only use the IP address, the default gateways, the name and administrative departments, or not, it will get it wrong. The connection will be filled. So for registry, student, and admissions departments, all the same. IP address, we can get it from the subnet table. MAC address is created by the systems. Subnet mask and default gateways, we can get it from the router table. So for account department, it's also the same. IP address, we can get it from the subnet table. MAC address, we can get it from the system. Subnet mask and default gateways is we can get it from the router table. So for location B, IT resource centers also the same. IP address, we can get it from the subnet table. MAC address is created by the system. Subnet mask and default gateways, we can get it from the router table. Libraries, Science laboratory also the same. So for location C, 12 tutorials classroom, art rooms, music rooms, and also the audio or visuals room are also the same. We get it everything from the Subnet Table, from system, and also the router table. So next session is connections testing. So let's move on to the Cisco packet tracers so that I can show you some example. So I just simply click to the PC2 from the administrative departments. Let's go to the So I will just ping to the account departments PC level. So you can see that it is successful and 0% of lost. And let me try for the laptop 5. And I will ping to the music room PC43. So you can see that it's successful and one is request timeout. So we can ping it again. So you can see that everything is good, everything is sent and 0% of lost. So next, I will try to ping to switch using the switch egg. Ping to the PC43. So you can see that the success rate is 80%. So we can try again. And you can now see that the success rate is 100%. So this is the final chapters for our presentations, which is digital resource. So we use the Cisco packet tracers to design our network for these assignments. We use Google Meets to discuss for our designs, and also the subnet table calculations, and also submit the subnet table and the addressing table. So we use Zoom um, to record for these presentations. And we use the Google Slides to display some informations for our presentations. We use the YouTube to post our videos and use Facebook to share our videos so that there will be more people to able to watch our video. And this is the end for our presentations. Thank you.